using the new social feeds feature. Your presenter today is Scott Weber, and I just want to mention a couple things before we get started. You will have noticed that your line is placed on mute. However, if you come up with a question, please post that to the question pane, and at the conclusion of today's webinar, we will get to as many of those questions as possible. But that is all I have, so I'm going to hand it over to Scott.
All right, thank you, Bree.
All right, Scott. Yep.
And we are recording this today, too, so if any of your colleagues want to see this afterwards, we'll get it posted, hopefully by the end of the day, up on our YouTube site for you. Okay, you can see my screen okay?
We can.
Great. Yeah, this is part of our Demystifying SalesLogix series, and this is actually a mini demystifying session because we've done this e-marketing a couple of times in the past, kind of a soup to nuts of the whole e-marketing solution. And one of the things, if you'll hang on till the end here, there's a promotion going on that we want to talk about that's really never seen it before. It's pretty enticing, and so we'll show you a little more of the details about that at the very end here. But what I wanted to accomplish today is to describe and show you the social feed that the SalesLogix Swift Page e-marketing solution has incorporated into their offering. And there's no extra cost. So anybody that is enrolled today in the e-marketing for SalesLogix has these features. You want to make sure that your bundle that loads these screens is the correct version, because they did release some new versions that can be downloaded from the Swift Page website. And you'll know you have the newest version because on this e-marketing send an email blast tab, which I got here from going into e-marketing and clicked on send email blast, you will see under the social section that I have the option to check a box for Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn. So those are the three social networks that they currently have integrations with. And so consider it to really be another vehicle for delivering your marketing message. And what I mean by that is you still send an email blast. So all the traditional ways you'd create a template, build your group in SalesLogix based on context leads or campaigns. You can have your tag words, of course. You can schedule the delivery. All that's the same. So you're going to be sending an e-marketing blast. Everything happens the way it always did. Everybody on the list gets your email. But if you check one of these boxes, it's also going to post what they call a tiny URL to either Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or all the above, depending on which box you check here. And you'll notice that Facebook is grayed out, Twitter's grayed out, LinkedIn is available for me to check, and it says it's linked to the Scott Weber LinkedIn account. So if you're a company that has a LinkedIn site, which is very popular, or if you have a Twitter feed for your company, or you have a Facebook page, you can link as a SalesLogix e-marketing user, you can link your blast to one or two or all three of these sites. So the most common thing I can think of is you'd link it to your company site, but in this particular case, I'm sending out company emails that are coming from me, Scott Weber, and so I decided to link it to my Scott Weber LinkedIn, not the Customer Effects LinkedIn account. But if I knew the Customer Effects login credentials, password, I could link this blast to our corporate LinkedIn account rather than my personal LinkedIn account. So the way you do that is if you click on the Manage Social button here, it takes you to the Swift Page social sharing connection website. And just as you would expect, you can see here, indeed, I connected to LinkedIn. But if I did the same thing for Twitter, if I clicked on Connect, it's simply going to ask me for my username and password for the Twitter account I want to use. And it does go through an authorization. So it's using APIs that are available from these three social networks And once I fill in my username and password, and then click on Authorize, from now on, any future email blasts that include Twitter don't have to go through this authorization step. So once you make that connection like I did with LinkedIn, you're good to go. Now, again, as you probably surmised, you can change these at any time. You don't have to remain connected to the same LinkedIn account. You can change it to a different one for a particular email blast. You can also, and I think this is pretty cool, you have a share email blast button, and what that will do is you can actually post your email blast after the fact. So maybe you forgot or didn't plan on posting your blast to the social site, and you want to go backwards in time, and you've made a decision. Okay, I sent a blast yesterday, 6/18. I sent a test. Now I want to send it to Facebook because I didn't have Facebook set up yesterday, but today I do. And so I can share the content of the blast, the actual template email, after the fact. So that's kind of a cool feature, I think, as well. So hopefully that makes sense. You got some filtering here. How far back in time do you want it to look for previous blasts so that you can post the links? And one other feature it has is called footer sharing. And footer sharing puts your Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter feed at the bottom of your email blast. And so that's so people can retweet and reshare. If they got your email template, it's going to automatically put these little hot link icons at the footer, at the bottom footer of any email blast, so users can link at it and go to your LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter page from the email they got. Okay, so what does it do? We'll go back here to e-marketing. So I sent this yesterday, a template called LinkedIn Test, and I put in the subject, Test of e-marketing from SalesLogix. I told it to send it through LinkedIn, and then when I was satisfied with the template, which was nothing fancy, I said continue, and then it said, do you really want to send it? And yes, I answered yes. Okay, so what happened as a result of that? Well, a couple of things. Not only did the people on the email target list get my email template, I also, because I had the LinkedIn box checked, here's the Scott Weber LinkedIn page, and right here you can see Test of e-marketing and Test of e-marketing showed up as an entry on my newsfeed for LinkedIn. And it would do exactly the same thing for Twitter or Facebook. But the other thing it did is it put a link in here to the actual content. And so what's important to note is that it didn't actually put this great big, newsletter or whatever it was in the middle of your LinkedIn feed. It put a pointer to it, and it used the text that I put in for the subject and the personal message here. That is the content that shows up on the social site, not the actual email template that doesn't show up. A link to it shows up on LinkedIn, but you can have these personalized messages that drive what exactly shows up in here. But you see it has this tiny link too, so if I click on that link from my LinkedIn page, it's going to actually show me the template that I blasted out to everybody's email. And so it's not fancy. All it is just a simple, little word merged in, Scott, this is from LinkedIn. So this would present people or show people the actual email template that you created, and they create it as a landing page. So they create a web page, a landing page they call it, so that people interested in your post from these social sites can see all of the content of the email blast. Pretty cool stuff, I think. So that's pretty much how it all works. Bree, any questions from anybody so far?
I don't have anything right now, Scott. Nope.
Okay. Well, that's what we were hoping to show you. It's demystifying it. What does it do? Why would I use it? How exactly does it work? There's about a 15-minute delay between the time that you create an e-marketing blast and the actual emails go out and the postings show up on the social site. So count on about a 15-minute delay before it goes live, which is why I couldn't show it to you live today. So I showed you what happened yesterday when I did it. All right, so what I'm thinking now, Bree, is can we show the promotion if I bounce back to you?
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, let me just pull that up really quick, Scott.
Okay. And I'll mention, too, that if you really want to understand more about social media, there's a tremendous amount of information on the SwiftPage website about best practices for business use of social media, how to incorporate these feeds. So it's extremely well documented, and they give a pretty good case. Because they're a marketing company, they build a pretty good case for using social media within your marketing efforts. So what we wanted to talk about today is that something SwiftPage did is they lowered the cost of their e-marketing solution from $249 per month down to $99.95 a month. So it's really a screaming deal. It's 2 user licenses instead of 5, but for a lot of companies that's more than sufficient. So for $100 a month, you get 2,000 emails per day. You get all the social media integration things we showed you. You get surveying, and you get drip marketing. And you can always add extra users for like $8 a month, or increase the daily block for $5 a month to another 1,000. So this is a great starter package. It's a great deal to finally get going with e-marketing within SalesLogix. And so that's from SwiftPage. That's a formal promotion that's happening right now. We haven't been given an expiration date. Usually we would put that on there, but we don't have one. They didn't tell us if this is going to expire at the end of the month or anything like that. I suspect it'll run for a while anyway. But then to kind of sweeten the deal, Customer FX is saying, look, if you call us and you order this e-marketing promo through us, we're going to give you some free stuff. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to install this for you, because it does require, you download a bundle. If you have LAN or web, it maybe takes 2 bundles if you use both. And so we're offering for free to install the software for you, get your account activated, and then we're also going to give you a free an hour-long orientation course with myself. So you and I jump on a go-to meeting. We would do some email blasts, show you how to build groups and templates and surveys and drip marketing type stuff. However you want to use the hour, doesn't matter. And so this is a way to really kickstart your e-marketing program off for just dirt cheap. So if anybody's interested in taking us up on this, just give us a call or send an email, info@customerfx.com, and we can literally have you up and running in just a day or two. And also, they do give you a free trial. So if you're not sure you want to buy it quite yet, but just want to use this solution, you can do it for 45 days. We don't offer the free installation and training with a trial, but if you're more of a do-it-yourselfer, it's very well documented how to get the bundles put in and get your account set up and kick the tires on it yourself. But any of those are great options for you. All right, well, Bree, I think that's everything I was hoping to cover today. Anything else before we wrap up?
Yeah, I do have a couple of questions that came in, and
sure.
One of the questions is this functionality available in version 7.5.4?
Yes, it is. Yep. We were showing it in version 8 today just because that's the current version, but it absolutely is available in 7.5.4, both LAN and web.
And then we also have a question wondering where users can go to learn more about the e-marketing functionality in general.
Yeah, that's a good question. And as I mentioned, if you just go to swiftpage.com or Google SwiftPage, there is an unbelievable amount of information up on their site. I mean, that's one thing they do really well is document. There's lots of training tutorials and use cases and best practice, and just I don't know, I think there's like 100 different documents up there you can download, and like I said, videos and information. So yeah, hit the SwiftPage site and you'll see tons of good stuff.
All right. Well, Scott, that is all the questions we have.
Perfect. Well, thanks everybody for joining us today. This was kind of a compact little targeted webinar. We're excited about this new stuff. Hope you guys are too, and let us know if we can help you further with any of this e-marketing stuff. Have a great day. Thank you too, Bree.
Thanks, Scott. Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.
Bye.